Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Happy Sunday to you. We are over on the YouTube account. We're going to do some summons out of here. I want to go through the rest of the Misty Valley, show you what rewards we're getting out of there, and then we'll get into the summons, guys. We are already into chapter 45 at this point, so making a ton of progression. We are over 28,000 subscribers on the channel, which is just absolutely crazy, guys. And I'm hoping that we can get some good luck today. That is the reason why I put up the streamer's luck. We're going to get right into the Misty Valley. The Voyage of Wonder is up. Very cool to see they didn't do any battles in there. It was interesting to see, again, there were 0 battles in there, which made it super easy to edit because we just had to run through there. But overall, pretty difficult to get through if you don't know how AFK Arena kind of devised the pattern, which they really did not share with you. So we got Den is here, Shot Gaming, Poseidon as well. Again, guys, thank you guys for joining me today. We need some light mirrors. We need to defeat an enemy hero within 15 seconds. Usually, Thane is incredibly good at that. Also have to do quite a bit of summons in here, but also quite a bit of beast summons. So we are going to pick up some beasts. I have quite a few furniture summons. We have a lot to do today, guys, which is awesome. What's going on, Apollonier? Hills is here. Huppet as well. Adrian, John, Matthew, a lot of people coming. Hey, guys, end of the week. We're starting work in 3 hours. Very cool, Rambola. And Devin is here as well. I got my Starbucks. I did my shopping. Got some more shopping to do tonight. So I'm hoping that, again, we can get through here. Going to be a pretty productive stream. We need some luck. So overall, looking at our poll, guys, Kanisa and Rook followed by Palmer. Kind of interesting to see how far down Baden is. So a lot of players not too keen on Baden. I don't see him making it very many places. A lot of players not liking Baden. Pulled Awakened Brutus on a new account when I reached 16. Should I continue to pour for him? So what I would do, Mr. Anderson, in that case, I would get one single copy of the Awakened version of Solus and then go for Brutus. You can't go wrong with either one if you're building Brutus, if you're building Solus. The big thing with Solus, guys, is especially early game on a new account. The Awakened version of Solus will support anyone that you have in there. So you can actually go ahead, again, one single copy. When it comes to bosses, once it comes to a lot of different places, that one single version of the Awakened version of Solus will do incredibly well. Absolutely will do incredibly well. So here we need a Belinda and Lucius. When's the last time we've seen them in a formation, guys? But here they are. What's going on, Major? Should I Stargaze for Baden or Thane? Honestly, out of those two, depends, Azo, what you're focused on. So if you're focused on Twisted Realm, Cursed Realm, the PvE aspect, I would 100% go with the Awakened version of Baden. If you are into the PvP aspect, I would go straight into the Awakened version of Thane, because Thane is just a PvP monster, guys. It's kind of crazy to see exactly how strong the Awakened version of Thane is within, again, the PvP aspect. I'm going to see if we can do this all in one shot. What do you recommend for light spending? So the biggest thing for light spending, Hills, is the Climbers packs, the Advancement pack, the Alpine Rewards, the Climbers pack, or the monthly cards. If you're looking at power leveling specifically, the monthly cards are pretty good because not only do you get red chests in there, but you also can go ahead and pick up essence out of there, which is what you want to do. Yeah, like I said, Major, it's kind of between both of them. Again, if you're focused on more of the PvE aspect, Baden will do incredibly well. We're seeing him in a lot of formations. Thane will do well. Thane, again, PvP aspect, just absolutely crushes it. So we got Graveborn, nobody dying. Even looking in here, guys, I run Thane. I used to run Ainz in here every single time we did this. I don't put Ainz in here anymore, guys. The Awakened version of Thane will do much better. Got double hypo on the Misty Valley Stones. Very nice, Rambola. I got a question. What will you happen to the channel if AFK Arena shuts down? Apollonier, if AFK shuts down, when this is done, we'll just switch to another game. That's the big thing with gaming channels, guys. AFK Arena, there will be a point, and I already know this, big picture, this game, there will come a point where this game is no longer, players no longer play it. It'll be transitioning into a new game. Definitely going to play this because I love the game. When the game's not fun anymore. Now, I know a lot of people, some people might not realize this, guys, but this is not primarily what I do. I do this completely for fun. I don't do it for the money. That's why I love giving back to you. Does it support my gaming play with what I get from YouTube? Absolutely. But I am not reliant on this by any means. It is something that I like to do that I find a lot of fun in. Again, this isn't something where if YouTube quit tomorrow, if the channel quit tomorrow, it is what it is. We would find another way. We'd find something else to do, and it would work out incredibly well. What's going on, Venom? Is the new support worth building? Yes, he is, guys. So if you have noticed, and if you've seen some of the lists with Palmer is pretty broken, guys. He went straight to meta formations, and he's went to curse realm formations. He's went to twisted realm formations. Even players that have him built, he's went into a lot of places, including the Grand Hunt. We're seeing him in there. If you haven't built the Temporal Rift, we're seeing him in there. Again, a lot of places that we are literally seeing him just kind of appearing everywhere because he is so strong. When you put damage amplification behind a hero like Scarlet, but also you have to think, guys, not only Scarlet, for the combination of Palmer, if you're putting damage amplification behind Lucretia, behind Raku, behind Ainz, not only the crit rating, but the damage or the crit amplification makes him really, really strong. Just makes him that much stronger. Now, this one, we need Neve, which we do have, and we need the original version of Baden. Let me see where these heroes are. There's Baden, and then we need Neve. Neve we have as well, which is right there. There we go. All right, chapter 39. I have one copy of Awakened Brutus and Solus. Which one should I focus on first? So the big thing, Hoppit, is both of them kind of need to be built depending where you're at. So when you ask, does Solus need to be ascended to be meta? She will work fundamentally on the healing side of it, Hoppit, just from having one single copy. If you want the hero, if you want the Awakened version of Solus to actually do damage in formations, she has to be built, and she has to be pretty much fully built, similar to any of the Awakened heroes. Again, she is going to be effective with just having the one copy, but if you want her to do the damage that she's supposed to, you definitely have to build her out. I think the game is getting pay to win. So the big thing, Serkan, is the game has always been pay to win. If you've ever tried to compete, getting in the top 1%, 2%, 5% of pretty much any game is pay to win. You'll have the PvP aspect. You'll have the players that are going to put a lot of money into these games, which is essentially why Lilith made, what, $2 billion last year, is there are always going to be people who are going to put money in games. And of course, the game is going to cater slightly to them because they're putting money in to build the heroes. I'm happy being in the top 20%. That is really the goal of what I look. If I'm in the top 10 to 20% as a light spender, which I am now, makes it incredibly easy. Am I going to be the top 1% in this game? No, I don't spend enough money into AFK Arena to be the top 1%. I know that is not going to be an option at all because I'm not putting enough in here, and I will not put enough in here. We're pretty much at the point where it's more of a maintenance cycle of a low spender. That way I don't fall too far behind versus me being the top 1%. Palmer made my boss damage from, 110. And there you go, guys. Look at what Rambola just said right there. Palmer made my boss damage from 110 trillion to 230 trillion. That is what we are talking about. And what's going on? Major got a new membership. Look at that. Thank you, Rambola, for gifting a membership out. Very, very cool to see. But like I was saying, you have over doubled the damage on bosses that you're getting just because of Palmer. Now again, thinking how crazy that you literally double the damage with one support hero, again, is pretty broken in that manner. It's crazy to see and crazy to think that they literally came out with a hero such as Salakai. They came out with the Mauler support, and then they followed that Mauler support up with a Lightbearer support that literally just dwarfed everything that it had. So it was kind of crazy that they, again, literally kind of dwarfed everything that was going on. And look at that. There is the gifted membership, guys. I love when it pops up in there. Very, very cool to see. Can I do more about Panila Saga? It's a game, unfortunately, Queen, that we are not going to be picking up. Panila Saga, I covered it a little bit. Overall, didn't really get into that game very much. It got very pay to win very quick, and it was kind of stuck. So unfortunately, that's not a game that is going to. We are covering Eternal Evolution on my second channel, which is awesome, guys. The game is so much fun. I'm having as much fun as I do in AFK Arena. It is really interesting to see. So kill frontline enemies. This one, of course, can be a little bit difficult to go through. I'm going to go ahead and just copy a formation just to make it easy. And this one, a lot of times, guys, it takes multiple attempts to actually get this down to kill the frontline heroes in here. And of course, with the frontline, you can see we have Brutus and we have Thane. Frontline, that's not even fair, because of course Brutus is going to have the immunity in there, making it super difficult to take him down first. But I think we can get it. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Rambola. Salakai is probably one of the coolest heroes that I've seen. One of the very unique, cool heroes that I've seen within AFK Arena. I love how he looks, guys. I think they did absolutely phenomenal with building Salakai. I wish he had a little bit more utility. I wish we seen him in a couple more places, honestly. But short of the tower, it seems like we will see him in formations. Don't get me wrong. But, and look at that, guys. We lost a hero right off the bat. Looks like Halos got burned down. And this is a pain in the butt too, because no hero dying when you're running, right there, guys, when you're running the hero that's going to go ahead and put the taint ability on a target, which is the reason why they died out of there. What chapter do I recommend to Garrison? I would honestly Garrison when you start getting to the point of having a couple of each of the 4 primary faction heroes. In Garrison, I would start, when you do the Garrison, guys, I would absolutely start the Garrison with Albedo. If you already do have some of the dimensional heroes, Garrison, Albedo would be the very first one to kind of focus on out of there. Let's see, guys. I think that is all of them. I think that is it, guys. Look at the loot in here. This is why I love this, guys. The Misty Valley is just a absolute loot machine in here. What's going on, Oakbow? Finally have some use for the arm. Yeah, the Army of Lightbearer support. There you go. Awaken Thane. Yeah, Awaken Thane, guys, works pretty unique, but here we go, guys. So this is how I built it out. I'm going to run through it, show you exactly why I did it. Essence, of course, 100%. Twisted Essence out of here, guys. These you'll get every single day. Diamonds don't really make a big difference anymore. These stones, you don't want to get the food unless you're early game. Late game, this could be Celestials and Hypogens. Same with this one, Celestials and Hypogens. Now, I've been getting a lot of red chests out of here, so I am going to switch to baits for this one. Maybe not staying consistently. Big reason with this, guys, is a majority of my meta heroes I already have at plus 30 signature items. Pets, I do want to build out a little bit more. I think I could definitely use those. Now, looking here, again, you can buy Pokewins every day. Tier 3 stones, definitely the choice here. Bait versus red chest, either one of these guys will do very well. Superb stones in here. I went with Salakai in here. We already have Nevi out, but Salakai, you know what? I think I'm going to go with Nevi. I want to build out Nevi. I think she's at 4 stars, so you know what? Let's stay with Salakai. We'll see. All right, guys, so 100 right here again. Cores versus chest, depending on where your account is. Bait versus chest, again, depending where your account is. Red chests out of here, you get these every 2 days. You can buy Pokecoins. Same here. And again, it kind of follows the same tier 4 stones. Then, of course, we get some more bait, we get some more essence. Stargazer cards out of this one all day long. Out of these two guys, it is going to be the Twisted Essence and then food as well. Collect up all of that. We get a copy of Salakai, 12 hours, 700 essence, which should be enough with the ones that I have to get another one. Stargazer cards, we got 325 food to get that out of there. Very, very cool. Every game free on mobile is an Asian guild where everyone goes ham. Yeah, there's a couple guys that, again, people just put an incredible amount of money in there. Lilith changed Misty Valley rewards to save from last month. Yes, I love the saving, guys. Now, the Misty Valley, just like they were saying, it will not reset every month, which is very cool. What's going on, Peter? It will save your stuff in there from last time. Now, Salakai, that does give us, I believe, 2 copies. And then Nevi, we're at, what, 3 stars already, guys? We have 1 more. Almost got her completely built out. But now is the time for the summons. Before we get into it, guys, we are almost into our holiday. We're going to go ahead. I want to pick up this Alpinus pack. Again, I pre-buy gift cards to go in here. It is the best way to actually budget what you're spending with AFK Arena. Makes it incredibly easy. But this is the best pack, guys. When I talk about the light spenders, the low spenders, things of that nature, this is the absolute best pack that you can get, guys. $20, 45,000 diamonds. This is the best pack, bar none, is that pack. You can see it disappeared, but look at that, 57,000 diamonds. Definitely wanted to pick that up. Any advice on Geralt and Yennefer? So the big thing, Darren, is the two really the biggest things when you look at Geralt, when you look at Yennefer. Yennefer can do a plus 20 signature item, plus 30 if you just want to add the stats. Big thing with Yennefer, guys, is really 2 things. One, her 3 of 9 furniture. This 3 of 9 furniture you have to have to increase the range. If not, she doesn't work. She actually gets too close and she will die. The other one that a lot of players are really focused on is this plus 30 engraving. This increases her damage by a lot. This is really the big. So 3 of 9 furniture, plus 30 engraving with her. Now, when it comes to Geralt, his big thing with him is the 9 of 9 furniture. Because of the crowd control aspect that he gets out of here, this piercing cold mutation will provide a crowd control aspect. If you don't have the 9 of 9 furniture, he is not effective at all. I did build him up a little bit higher because, in addition, guys, just like a lot of our damage dealing heroes, if you do not have him built, he is not going to put out damage. He is not going to have the survivability that we're looking. Have you received the emails? I think so, Mickey. I'll take a look after this. Been incredibly busy, guys, with the holidays. That is the reason why I've been really slacking on the power leveling account as well. It's been really busy with everything going on with the holiday season, but I will definitely look right after this, Mickey. I'll reply to you right after this. I pulled my second Awakened Hero out of the Superb Stones. Very nice. Taylene and Aziz. Is a full Wilder plus Lucy still good? Yes, it is, God. So the difference with those, and that reminds me, I haven't seen Jesus. I haven't seen Jesus in a while. The 5 pull with Lucy sets it up a little bit differently depending on the artifact that she's wearing. So you'll actually change this because she's not going on the enemy side, or you'll keep that one on and you won't use Dual Divinity because she's not going onto that enemy side. How do you unlock the Misty Valley? I believe Misty Valley is 18. I think it is chapter 18, maybe a little bit later. King Does Rage. I believe it is. Is the new hero better than Rowan? It seems that is the case, Peter. It seems that Palmer is kind of the Rowan 2.0 that we've kind of talked about. It seems like he is going to replace him. And if you look, guys, big picture, Rowan isn't used in that much anymore, as much as he was a staple in so many teams, and he still does incredibly well. He's not really used in that many places anymore. It kind of stinks, but yeah, as of right now, it doesn't seem like he is being utilized in very many places. Does it work with Baden? It doesn't really work that well, Hills, because Baden needs time to get the crowd control up. So the 5 pull, essentially what you're doing is swapping heroes that work in the formation for other heroes that work in the formation. to spend the investment to get the awakened version of Baden, to build him out, to put him in, let's say, in place of Lucretia within the 5-pole, doesn't really make a ton of sense for the investment. Again, the awakened version of Baden, pretty interesting to see. So we're going to do some summons here, guys. I actually just picked up a copy of Athalia. And if you've been in the Shadow Invasion, guys, you get a free copy of Wukong. You also get a free copy of Shamira out of there, as well as a bunch of other foods. So there we go, guys. We got Shamira. This is where we need to get some luck, guys. Still, we have only seen one on my accounts for the awakened version of Aziz, and it is double Kaz. That is like a soft slap to the face with a double copy of Kaz right in there. But that's okay. We'll work with it because we have these stones. 8 elite hero stones. I'm hoping again this is going to be Celestials and Hypogens. That is really what we need in here, guys. And we got Fane. We got Mortis. Not too bad. Got a copy of Mortis. The rest of these looks like they're all food except Fane, which Fane might be food as well. But overall, decent there. We got a copy of Mortis. We also got Athalia, guys. Athalia is now complete. That is right, guys. Athalia goes to 5 stars just like that. Very nice. There is the 5-star Athalia. So now we have Zolrath and we have Athalia. Even looking here, guys, we have 1, 2, 3. We have Wu and we have Flora. Even here, we have Lucretia and we have Zolrath. Still building a lot of these heroes out, guys. It is very, very cool to see. Now, with what we have going on, we're going to do the summons first. We're going to utilize the rickety cart. Hopefully, build a couple heroes out. We have Salakai here, which again, we have so much food within here. We'll see. But we got a Mortis pull. What is the best formation for Riz? Scarlet. Scarlet and anything that buffs Scarlet, John, will absolutely crush it. So putting the twins in there, putting Rosaline in there, putting Palmer in there, anything that will get Scarlet to ult is all you have to worry about in those formations, is getting Scarlet to ult. Her damage is so broken within those formations. That is the reason why we really drive it home. Now, we got our diamonds. We can get some copies of Palmer. We also have some cards, which we have Valoris in here right now. I am going to swap this, guys, and we are going to swap this to Kanisa and Rook. Big thing with them, guys, they're heavy in PvP, which we've seen them. We're also finding them being very heavy within the Cursed Realm best in slot formations. So Kanisa and Rook we're going to build out. Taylene we're going to build out. Palmer we're going to build out. So we have a lot to do here, guys. We absolutely have a lot to do here. I'm hoping, again, that we pull a couple copies. We drop Palmer in here, and you can see wish list still a little bit empty, but that's okay. We'll see what we can get out of here, guys. Points just give us some more food, which is okay. Food we recycle like crazy. Now this one, I'm going to go with Light Bearers. Again, just hoping that we can pull a single copy of Palmer would be very, very cool to see. And there's a double. It is Sonya, which we can use. Oscar, unfortunately, isn't used anywhere. And another elite right there, which is Sonya again. She is one of the 2 that we do not have built out, guys. So, and another one. Look at that. There's Palmer, guys. That's what we were looking for. It is the streaming luck. What about Rain and Riz will still work incredibly well. That is another hero, guys. Rain has to have the 3 of 9 furniture. Depending who you have, she will work. Absolutely, she will work very well. Is it worth getting Emblem Choice Chest from the Challenger store, or better to get the heroes only? Depends who you have built. So it depends who you have built. I would go for the heroes because when you look at the Challenger store, you need Zolrath built, you need Athalia built, you need Leonardo built, you need Merlin built. I would probably do Love Linus. I would do the heroes right now because, again, they are the ones that you are going to need to build. There's a copy of Maro. I'm going to use these last 2 again. Might not see anything, but you never know. All right, so regular summons, 51 scrolls. Let's see, guys. I would love some copies of Palmer. I would like some copies of Salakai. I will take a copy of Kayleen. Kayleen is not maxed out. Another elite right there, guys, which is Baden. And another elite. Look at that. Even though they're not a lot of heroes we use, guys, it is food. It is absolutely food. We recycle all of our food like crazy, which is exactly what we want to do. Very nice. That is pretty good. That is a lot of food. So Palmer in here. Let's do the Temple of Time. We have 39 cards, guys. I'm hoping we can get Taylene built up with at least 1 or 2 copies, or we can pull some diamonds out of here. I would love to see the diamonds in here. That would be amazing. Resources we're pulling out of here as well. Boom. There we go. We got some more of our faction cards. I'm going to use these last 9. I'm hoping, again, that we can pull 1 more copy of Taylene. We got to be close, guys. Remember last time we were summoning, I don't think we got a copy. So 40 or 39 cards, we should be pretty close to getting another copy of her built out. All right, 2 more. The final one, could it be just some more resources? Nothing again. Yeah, the back-to-back-to-back was pretty good. All right, guys, Kanisa and Rook, 63 cards. Let's see what we can do with this. First pull, guys, there is Kanisa. Very nice. That gives us, I believe, only 2 at this point, guys. But we have 5 more pulls. I am hoping that this hero is going to be easier to build than we normally see, because it's expensive, guys. These Stargazer cards, we farm them a lot. We just got 1 copy, 2, and the final one here gives us just some more resources. All right, when you get those 2 30K diamonds a few weeks back, yeah, that's my thought, Devin. I feel like I used pretty much everything during that luck. Was there a live stream last Sunday? Yes, there was, Jan. Yep, we did one last Sunday as well. All right, so I'm going to pull some copies of Palmer out of here. Let's go ahead and use these. I'm just wondering if we can get lucky with these guys. I usually don't utilize all the resources. We just save them to next week. But I know we're trying to get some copies, and we need 8 copies. It is 8 to get Palmer to Ascended. We got 1. If we can get all 7 copies out of here, we will have Palmer up to Ascended just like that, guys. Which, for the damage amplification, I am hoping it's not going to be 1, 2, 3. We need the back-to-back summons to continue with Palmer, guys. I know Vulcan had a lot of very bad luck with this Light Bearer account. I had bad luck pulling Palmer as well. But there we go, guys. That's already 3, which will take him up to, what, Mythic Plus? I think that is Mythic Plus because, again, we have enough food because that gives us 4 already. That is 4 that we pulled. We have 3 left with the desired summons. 3 left. Let's get there. What's going on, Raphael? And there is Belinda, not a copy of Palmer. All right, guys, we still got 3 left. We are full on heroes. And again, look at the food. Amazing. Amazing when we recycle food, guys. It is very cool to see. But there is Sonia. Boom, 5 stars just like that. And then, of course, Palmer. I'm not going to use my food because I want to use the heroes that we already have at 5 stars. So there's Morrow and Oscar. And I always save 2 Elite Plus copies, which we had 3 in here right now. There's Mythic. Now he needs to go to a plus 20 signature item. That is the only place that we need to build him. But he needs furniture. He is absolutely going to require to get furniture. We have 1 right there, so we need 3 more copies. 3 more copies. Did you know if you Stargaze and Temple summon singles? So Venom, it depends. It depends what it is. What's going on, Nuki Sandwich? Really depends on the build. Now, they have said that it takes, or it utilizes essentially the same, the singles. We've had players go through and do hundreds of singles, and unfortunately not super effective within there. And I think we got to remove these bots. So let me see. Remove the bot. There we go. Javid's not here today. He's the moderator for everything. Is E60 Geralt nice? It helps with the survivability. Helps with the damage. Helps with the survivability. All right, guys, so wish list, we are dropping out. We have one. We have one light bearer. We have 2 graveborns. Guys, we are close. We need these last 3 copies with the diamonds. And there's 1, 2 left. And Palmer will be ascended. Come on, guys. There's 1. We need 1. Just 1 single copy. And I'm hoping it's not going to be all 3. 2. There we go. That is it. Bam. There is our copies. And again, we have this one. Let's go with Lightbearer, because he needs the engraving as well. There's another copy of Rain, which means we get 1 more pull out of here. And it is Kanisa. Very nice. I thought this one would be Kanisa. I know we were really close. I do not have the patience by any means to go through here and do the 1 single pulls for Ever Venom. It would be incredibly time consuming. And most players have said not really worth it to do that, to do the individual summons. But there we go. So that is going to give us a lot of resources out of there. There we go. There is Ascended Palmer, just like that. Again, damage amplification factor, going to absolutely build him out, which we love. I don't think anyone else in here. Let's see what we got with the event. Lyrical Exploration, I was saving this to actually build out a couple heroes. And we are close, guys. We need the 1 right here, which of course is going to be the Labyrinth bosses. I'm going to take a little bit to get that one out, but that will give us a copy of Wukong. And with that copy of Wukong, we can actually swap it within the Rickety Cart. The 3rd copy will give us our 1 star on Valoris, which is the reason why we didn't summon on there. What is your take on focusing on 1 faction at a time? Saint Genocide, the big thing is if you focus on 1 single faction at a time, you are going to have 0 food. So if you're building them out kind of 1 at a time, you're going to run short on food. Ultimately, it will work to a point. But there's a couple of heroes that are really meta within each faction. That is kind of the way that the game is designed. So even when you look through here, like building out, like Scarlet within here, building out like Antandra, Anasa, Antandra, Kren, Mishka, there's a different build between all the heroes and their own meta. Heard a few. Yeah, so what they've said, Nicholas, so this is kind of the general rule, is 65 summons is your pity pull. So if you want to really get into the technical math side of it, after you do 6-10 pulls, if you do not pull a hero, you can do individual pulls, which should only be no more than 5 because 65 is the pity timer. And then going from there, when you get that pity timer hit, going back to the 10 pulls. Now that doesn't take into account the RNG aspect. If you pull the heroes before the 60 pulls. So once you pull 1 copy of a hero, it goes back to the 0 pulls. And with single pulls, you can kind of manage that. But again, it's incredibly time consuming if you're going in there and if you're doing all of the single pulls. Again, it's a big time sink if you're doing the single pulls. So in here, guys, again, I think I'm going to, I'm going to do poke coins. Big thing for this, guys, we need furniture for Palmer. We're going to drop Palmer in there. Definitely going to summon up for him, but we got a ton of heroes out of here, which I love. I think even Kanisa and Rook, right there, we got a copy. And we got a bonus copy down here. We have Mortis as well. We have a lot of heroes to still build, guys. Super excited. Yes, the Time Gazer, I believe French is the same. It is going to be the same, is the 65. Essentially, the 65 pull is what it has been kind of rumored to build the advanced ship. We're going to pick up our new copy of Palmer. There he is, guys. There's his little animated avatar frame. Salakai, we're going to pick up some more cards out of there. We'll build Salakai up a little bit higher. Baden, we are not doing. Nevi, I want to build. We still have, 2 weeks to add 3 more copies to put some stars on there. So we might be able to do that. If not, we might miss that. But that's okay. Also, the Flutter Plume, A couple of these we are going to be building out and working on. Pet summons. Let's go ahead and hit up our pet summons, guys. We have 700 already. Change the wish list. Now with the pets, I am not building any of them further than 6. 6 is going to be my stopping point moving forward. Since they added in these sub-levels of abilities, kind of interlaced with their core abilities, 6 is really going to be the stopping point for these beasts, depending where they are. There's only one single exception for that, guys, which is the owl. So the owl, if you look at his abilities, guys, it is pretty broken. If you get this owl to 18, which is right here, guys, this haste zone that they have is pretty broken. If you're getting them to 18, if you look at a lot of the whales are building them to 18. This is huge with the haste that this pet provides. Only reason, again, that I would build him up to that level. He also brings a lot of attributes, which I like. Same with the Rock Crown Lizard. Brings a lot of attributes. When you look at the actual attributes, brings quite a bit. But again, the Rock Lizard, we are only taking to 6. The Owl, we are taking up as far as possible right now. With the addition of new pets, with the addition of new heroes, new releases, there might be a point where we do build them up a little bit higher, but we're going to have to see, guys. There is Vespero. And again, 6 is where we are stopping for these beasts. Not really going to push it much further than that. There is our Rock Lizard. 67 will do the individuals. And I'm still trying to get the Owl, guys. I don't have the Owl. The Owl, even at one single unlock, is pretty effective, which means we're going to use this one. There's my copy of the Owl. I'll be 80 years old. Yeah, exactly. I think AFK Arena will be probably discontinued by the time I get Owl to 18 if I left the Owl in there. This is incredibly, incredibly expensive to build these out, guys, which we knew. We knew even going into it that it would be pretty expensive, but they added in these sub-levels just because they knew it was incredibly expensive. That, honestly, I think that is one of the big reasons why they added it in there, is because they knew the players weren't building out the beast because of the cost. When you look at the cost of Awakened Heroes in relationship to the cost of beasts, the beasts are probably about 10x more expensive when you calculate the bait to diamonds to summons to, time emblems. The beasts, again, are about 10 times more expensive. And the big reason for that, guys, is the beasts are coming out so fast with so many new beasts, which is one of the tough ones. See you later, Jaffa. Have a good day. I haven't kept up to date with pets. Where's the best place to look for them? Hop in. If you go to my YouTube channel and look at the guide section, I did one probably about 3 or 4 videos ago, just about the beasts, the general kind of rule of thumb when it comes to the beasts. All right, guys, so we have to find a tower that's open. And I'm hoping they're going to have to expand some of these towers, guys. We're getting all of these towers. Now all the heroes are mixed. Lightbearer Tower is full, which means Palmer is going to have to sit atop the Graveborn Tower. That is right, guys, is going to be on top of the Graveborn Tower. So we have our Divine Holy Light with all of our Graveborn heroes down here, because that's the only option that we have. Smart selection doesn't really matter. Maybe earlier game. As of right now, again, doesn't make a big difference. But we have 45,000 Poke Coins, guys. That is awesome. So in here, we're going to drop out, I think I'm going to drop out Salakai right now till we finish someone. I'm going to put Palmer in here because, again, Palmer we can use right now. Palmer, 9 of 9 furniture, very strong. Very, very strong, guys. Most of these heroes, Geralt, 9 of 9 furniture, of course, for him, really strong. Valoris we're building out. Taylene we're working on right now. We just need more furniture, guys. As we continue through here, it is expensive. We want to finish up. There's Palmer right off the bat. And again, hoping that we get the streamer luck, hoping we get some doubles, maybe some back-to-back furniture in here. Second piece for Palmer already, guys. Very nice. Yeah, Palmer is a hidden Graveborn, guys. If you have not seen, he is a ninja Graveborn sitting atop the tower. Double right there. Taylene and, of course, Yennefer. Yennefer, we're going to build out to that 9 of 9 furniture as well. But that already gives us 2 for Palmer. We also want to finish out Solus. Solus is the focus. There's 3 of 9 for Palmer already, guys. Very nice. You should move. Yeah, I should move Amaro to the Hypogen Tower. That is still debatable. I still do think that Maro was supposed to be a Hypogen Tower or a Hypogen hero. That just never made it. I don't think he made the cut when Maro, when you look at the colors, when you look at the build, there is Geralt again. And I keep getting the pop-ups to buy more packs, which we're not, guys. There is Yennefer again. And look how fast 45,000 Pokecoins go, guys. Hopefully we can do 2 more summons. It'd be nice to go through. So let's see what we got out of here. Boom, 3 of 9 for Palmer, just like that, guys. We're going to have to engrave him. We're going to have to add some stars and build up some of that engraving on there. 7 of 9, 7 of 9. Let's recycle. I don't think we're going to have enough. We have enough for 1 more, not enough for 2, which it is just a regular summon. I was hoping, of course, the Awakened Hero guys are the big focus. So both of these are bringing us closer to the Awakened version of Solus. That is where we want to burn them, where we're going to use them. Thank you for my efforts and thank you for the purchase bundle. But that takes it to 8 of 9 for the Awakened version of Solus, guys. Nevi, we didn't get any, but look at Palmer sitting with a sad no built up. What's going on, Andre? Yeah, Lilith should add Awaken. Yes, absolutely. RDM, we have talked about that a lot. That is something I would absolutely, now that every single faction has an Awakened hero, they should add the Awakened heroes into these scrolls. These scrolls need the Awakened heroes, guys. Now that, again, we have one of every faction, they need to move them in here. We've talked about it. Same with the Dimensional Tower. I want to see a Dimensional Tower. Fortunately, we haven't seen anything as of right now, but I'm hoping it's coming. They said it was coming. They didn't give a date, wouldn't let us know when it was coming, just that eventually it was coming. And there is our free owl. Hero growth, we got some furniture, which gives us Pokecoins. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough for 1 more? I think we had 1,000, or are we short? We're 2 short, guys. We are 2. we are 2, literally 2 Pokecoins short. We have enough for... I did my resets in here. You know what? I'm going to do 1 more reset. 2 short. That is funny to get that, but this will actually be, so buying those out, we were again 2 short. Let's see if it is going to be a mythic piece, guys. It is not. It is just a regular piece, but we get the card, and with the card we want to finish out Solus. There she is, guys. Wow, I feel like Lilith just completely trolled us for our very last 2 short, but 9 of 9. Very nice. That is building out Solus, guys. That is where we wanted her to be built. So now we can drop her out. I'm going to put Salakai back in here because, again, Salakai is a hero that does need furniture. We'll build him out, but we got that done. Palmer's still getting... did you recycle? Yes. I have 5 now. So we were still short, I think, on the recycle. Might not have been. I don't know if I recycled the 1 or 2, but we got it, guys. Is Damon E60 a waste? Honestly, Damon is still utilized. Is it worth building him? Not so much. Honestly, there's not a big reason to really drive Damon up that high. He doesn't have an incredible amount of uses anymore. But you'll still use him. Damon is a hero that will still be used. I think in here, are we full with our slots? No, we are not. Where is... There he is, guys. 664, and if you've noticed, I have gained a lot of levels in here, guys. We've made a ton of progression in here. So again, looking at Palmer, we want his signature item, 3,000 of our mats. Again, we'll go ahead and level him up. So there's the physical resistance, and we want to raise up his faith, guys. There we go. And going to a +20. Now, this is the ideal build of where you want him built, is this +20. But as you can see, guys, of course, after the prayer is ended, Palmer may pray again in 10 seconds if his faith is not maxed out yet. So this will give him more faith. Again, there's not a huge drive to take him to the plus 30. He needs a plus 20. He needs the 9 of 9 furniture. 3 of 9, of course, will do good. 9 of 9 is where you want to build him out. And then you do want to build him with the plus 30 engraving is where you want to continue to build him. So I'm going to save the red chest right now. Just to see where and who, if we're going to build him out. Soulless, guys, look at that. Very nice. The water animator is getting there. Your AFK rewards would have some. Oh, the AFK rewards. Does it have 2? It's got 20. Yep, so AFK rewards did have them as well, guys. So Temporal Rift. Let's take a look at the Rift, guys. I have been going through here, and look at this. Temporal Rift. Boom. Realm of Decimation. Choose your floor, guys. Let's go ahead and look at this difficulty. 600 floors. This was the goal. We have 6 days left in the Temporal Rift. We are on floor 600, guys. This has been the goal forever. We are trying to get again to this floor 600. This has been the drive that we've been pushing. 600 floors in. Let's see if we can get this one done, guys. I have literally, so this has been kind of my set teams. What I've been doing is swapping these teams. So not breaking the integrity of the team, but literally just swapping the position of the full teams that we have in here. And it's been incredibly effective. When you look, probably 2 weeks ago, I was in the low 400s. Now we're at 600. What's going on, Jordan? I started an alt account and got an Awakened Thane. Unnamed Doggo, Awakened Thane will carry. He will absolutely carry, guys. Let's see what we can do with our auto battle in here. We've been pushing this a lot to try to get this done. And there we go. You can see it's lagging a little bit. I've noticed this a lot with the Rift, that it's been a little bit spotty. It even stops some of the progression when I'm going through here. But of course, Soulless is maxed out now. Boom, that team on the auto battle. This is one of the teams that I've had problems with. I put Entendre, I put Frampton in here. We've actually swapped a bunch of different heroes in here, but I feel like I've gotten to this point. This one, Anasta and Ezio. Let's see if we can get it done, guys. There is 600. Look at this, 34, 34. Just getting into 34. I leveled up again this morning, which of course gives us a lot of resources in there. We can push some more. We can definitely push some more in here. Yeah, I feel like Endalance, they put a lot into this, and it makes it laggy. It lags on my phone. It lags on my iPad. The Temporal Rift overall doesn't seem to be super fluid when I'm going through here. You can see Support, Ranger, Warrior are the 2 builds that we have been doing. Look, we got to bring Support 1 higher to build these up, guys, because once you hit 100, it requires the cores to do this. 6 more days, guys. We made solid progression. Grand Hunt, we're going to push this. 4 days left. We're still within the top 1,000. I feel like where we've been leveling up, we can probably make a little bit more progression in there, is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we can push, because if we stay in that 1,000, we can get a frame. Definitely. Eron Fields, yeah, short of the 5-pole Hoppit, there's not really a big drive of where he is. And I know once you get past 600, you start getting the debuffs. So you actually start getting these debuffs, which makes this a lot harder. It makes it a incredibly hard to get through there. So let's hop in, though. I want to put Palmer in here. And where is he? There's Palmer. Let's see our frames. I kind of like that one. There we go. We'll do the Glory Reborn. Putting Palmer in there, I like him. I like how he looks in there. Got a couple more cards out of here. 5 more, guys. Can we pull Taylene? Or can we pull some diamonds? Or is it just going to be more of the exact same? Here we go. Wilder card there, so not too bad. Final one, just some more resources. We're getting there, guys. Little by little, we are getting there. See, we got... I'm on the fence with Pokecoins. I'm going to go with the engraving mats because I know we still need to do some more engraving. And I'll show you what I've been working on engraving wise as well, which has been Audrey. We've actually been driving Audrey. Big thing with her, guys, is as we continue to build out the awakened version of Taylene, Audrey is the driving force when it comes to the damage we're doing within the tower. Rapid strength there, guys. There we go. Boom, plus 60 engraving on Audrey. Solid progression there. Her 60 is really good right here. Each instance of damage also reduces the enemy's defense rating by 7% for 6 seconds, stacking 4 times. In the tower where we're really lacking some of the damage, that's going to make a really big difference with the damage that this team is putting out. Not only that, is she is kind of a self-buffer. So as she does the defense rating reduction, she is going to be doing more damage, which is awesome. The Temple of Time is yeah, Temple of Time, I'm still on the fence. I think you can do 800 floors. That's the problem. AFK Earthing, the time, guys. The Temporal Rift is probably the absolute biggest, by far, time sink that I've ever seen within AFK Arena. To push 600 floors is incredibly time consuming with 5 teams. When you look at the 5 teams within the campaign stages, even with the auto battle, guys, it takes a long time. Because if one of your heroes die, it doesn't just retry it, it stops or it continues with the dead hero, which is the reason why I want to see them adjust this and say, if a hero dies, restart the battle. You know what? Go ahead and restart the battle. Don't stop when a hero dies. Restart the battle if a hero dies. That would be awesome to see if I could let this run on auto. Again, because of the time constraints that this thing takes, I would love to see that change in there. If they just let us literally run it until a hero died. If a hero died, it restarted. Because when you think of the campaign progression, if you lose the battle does not stop. The battle will actually rerun, which is the way the Temporal Rift needs to be. Now in here again, if we lose a battle, the battle will just go ahead and restart. That is not the case in the Temporal Rift, and that's why so many players are not happy with the Temporal Rift, is the time sink that it takes. I can't even fathom the idea of being a couple thousand floors in, like some of these players are. Insane, absolutely insane. Going through this Temporal Rift, and I think the leaderboards, where are we at here? I think oh, that's the Grand Hunt. No, I want to see the Hall of Valor. Here, guys, looking, what, 87? Where does it show the level? Trying to see where it says. I can see the teams, the beacon. I thought it showed the level, that how far they were on the level in here. Some reason, but I want to say they're like 1,000 floors in, or I think probably 2,000 floors in. I think it was around 2,000 floors that they were pushing in here, guys, which again, to me is just absolutely asinine to push that many floors through here. It's insane. The time sink. I don't have the time to go through there, guys. I really don't have the time. Yeah, lose and restart. It drains your restarts pretty quickly. Yeah, if it stopped at 200, I would absolutely be with it. Is Fane E60 worth it? So the big thing with Fane is if you're building him out, guys, if you are utilizing Fane, the E60 is worth it for the crowd control. If you're using him, this is probably one of the biggest things with Fane is this E60 ability because of the crowd control. So this will lock down combat. And again, there's a lot of players who do run the E60 Fane in a couple different formations because it does incredibly well. Again, you have to do a really big investment in him to really make it worth it. My problem in the Celestial Tower. So that's the problem, Rambola, and that's what we've kind of said before, is within the Celestial Tower, I don't have enough damage. That is the place. So when you look in here, overall, when you look at the heroes that you have within these formations, a majority of them are support or are healers. You don't have very many in here that are straight up damage like Audrey and Athalia. So it's hard when you get to 2 teams because we don't have the damage in here, and that's exactly what we're missing is the damage factor within these formations, because we're pretty limited overall with the damage that we see in the Celestial Tower. It is pretty limited to the heroes that you have in there for the damage. Can you reset engravings? You can on a very rare occasion, Sivu. Lilith will actually give a engraving reset one single time. I believe they've done it 2 or 3 times at this point. But overall, no, you can't reset the engraving unless they do the reset, the specific engraving reset, which again, they do every now and then, but we don't see it very often. It's only been pretty much when they made major changes within AFK Arena is the point that we've seen the engraving reset. I keep my tree maxed out. I keep this one maxed out. Look at that, 117, 111, 90. Elder Tree is getting there, guys. We're making solid progression in there. I think I used all the rest of my resources in here, which we did. Very cool to see. Now, recycling heroes. I get a question about this probably once or twice a week. When you get to a point of having 60 ascended heroes, which does not include your dimensional heroes, these you have to take out, but 60 ascended heroes, I can actually use food that we have in here to recycle, and we can recycle it to pick up hero coins. So this is one of the big ways to power level the Elder Tree, is recycling all of the heroes in here essentially to build up the Elder Tree. To build up the Elder Tree to get some of the elite stones out of there. So I go through Salakai, we have food down here. We have 2 elite for Salakai, and I'm gonna save those till we get some additional copies. In here we have Mishka, and we have 2 copies there. I don't want to use my fodder heroes to build out or to eat our own fodder in here. And then this one, it looks like we have 2 here. There we go. So from there, guys, I hop in the rickety cart. Again, retiring heroes. If I get to 3 legendary heroes, I just pick one to retire. There we have 2. Here we have 3 again. Here we have 3 again. Retire. Boom. 69,000 hero coins. So almost 70,000 hero coins on the retirement. And we do get some essence. This is where we use them all, guys. We already have 100,000, which means we can buy out all of these stones and some more twisted essence out of here when this resets in 8 days. I'm going to save it because the one over here is actually 100,000 to buy out alone. It is very, very expensive. By the way, is Kren E60 worth an SI30? So the big thing with Kren, guys, is Kren being a damage dealer. Survivability wise, the E60 will do really well if you want to maximize his damage, which he's used within the Cursed Realm. He's used in a couple different places. The more stats you add on him, the better he is going to do, which is one of the big things. Guys, the better the stats, the better he is going to perform, which is the same with any damage dealers. Is the stronger that you build him out, the better that you build him out, the better the damage is going to perform, which works. Considering a fact, like someone said, for Daemon, that people don't use him that well in endgame. He is used, yeah, some places Daemon is still used, but really not too far. Yeah, I can't wait to the tier 5 gear. Not sure what the tier 5 gear is going to look like, guys, but we are getting there. Eventually, the game will get to the tier 5. Last time, I think they gave us 1 engraving reset. Yeah, again, Andre, I know they gave them every now and then. It's been pretty rare, which what Pippo said, I think it was 2 so far that we have ever seen in there, that we've ever seen within AFK Arena. I'm pretty stuck on who to put plus 30. Nevi, Orthos, Mortis, or Frampton, or Kanisa and Rook. Nevi and Mortis don't really need it. Orthos, I believe, does. Orthos, enemies that remain too close to Orthos will be frozen. Orthos, yes. Orthos is the crowd control ability. Frampton needs it. Kanisa needs it. So Miles, you have about 3 in there that need it. That is the crowd control aspect, which I love within there. Again, I know Frampton is the exact same damage dealer. Frampton has to have that plus 30 signature item. And we find the same with Kanisa and Rook. Again, being built out. And look at that, guys. Sir Sivu, we got another new subscriber here. We're almost at the top of the hour, guys. So I'm going to do the giveaway. I know a lot of players absolutely wait for this, guys. So let me hop over. I'm going to have to do and set this up so we can do the giveaway for the memberships. And we only have, what, one more week. And then Christmas falls on Sunday this year, which is going to be pretty cool to see. I'm not going to be able to do a Sunday Christmas stream. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but we'll have to see. Let's give some memberships, guys. This is my give back to you guys, the viewers, for watching the live streams and just the love and support that you guys get for the channel. So there we go. So we'll do that. That'll go through in just a minute. We do the gift memberships every time, Mr. Wings. I love doing the gift membership. You get the little hippo next to your name when it goes through. It is very, very cool to see when I come and chat, and a lot of players do have the hippos in there. And there we go. That is the 5 gifted memberships that we're doing for today. Yes, Devin, absolutely. I could not believe absolutely that it is almost 2 weeks till Christmas. 14 days, guys, till we get Christmas, which is, again, it's kind of crazy to think that Christmas and the holidays have come that fast. So it is crazy. Congratulations to all of the new members of the channel. Again, just a way of giving back. I love doing it. It is so cool to see when you guys are in here and you guys do joining me for the stream. Most of you know, guys, I love doing the streams. This is probably one of my absolute favorite things to do within AFK Arena, is being able to talk to you guys, being able to have conversations about the game that I love, being able to answer questions. It is such a very, very cool time that I love enjoying, and being able to talk to you guys, chat about a couple things. And we are almost to level, look at that. We need about 3,000 more, 665, guys. We are making an incredible amount of progression. And So No Res just popping in 28 months as a Hippo supporter. Very, very cool. As you can see, guys, he's got the little golden hippo right next to his name. When you hit the 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12 month, 18 month, all have different hippos. Bro, my mom just waved at the screen thinking you're a video call or something. That's pretty funny, Poseidon, but very, very cool. It also gives you access to some emojis. One big thing is I'm going to add some more emojis in there, guys. The more members that we get, the more emojis that I can add in there. I'm going to have to pick out some new ones, pick out some cool ones. I tried to get them around AFK Arena. I got some pets in there. I got Damon in there. It is pretty cool to see, guys. But all right, so that'll do it for Sunday's live stream, guys. We do this every Sunday. I try to do one during the week, which is kind of at an off time, usually 9, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a lot that is coming up with AFK Arena. We have the Poetic Pop Quiz that is coming. We also have the Lost Sigils event, which is huge for loot, guys. There are some really, really good heroes that are coming in there. The original version of Taylene, we have Mahira in there. We also do have a lot of stuff. We know AFK Arena, when it comes to Christmas, when it comes to holidays, they do a lot of promotions. They do a lot of giveaways. There's a lot that is going on, guys. So again, big shout out to you guys. All the love and support. We did amazing with the summons, guys. We have Palmer built. Got lucky with some furniture, guys. We just have to build them out a little bit further. I'm going to have to see if we're going to go with a plus 30 signature item on here. I'm going to have to add the star. He needs his plus 30 engraving. Then we'll be able to utilize him in a lot of different aspects of AFK Arena. Focusing on Kanisa and Rook, also focusing on the Awakened version of Taylene. One more copy, that's why I was trying to pull it, and she will be at Mythic already, guys, which is going to be very cool to see. Is power leveling through the campaign, 31-2 mark. Yeah, that's pretty big, Mr. Cup. Going through, 2 months. If you guys haven't checked out, guys, go over to Vulcan's channel and check out his $300. He's actually doing a giveaway. I think it's 30 chapters in 3 months is the goal. I was checking it out. It was very, very cool to see that he was doing a $300 giveaway if he doesn't hit that 3 month mark, which is a lot of commitment for the next 90 days, guys. But again, that'll do it for today's live stream, guys. Have a good Sunday. Be safe out there. I know the stores are crazy. A lot of things still going on in the world. So again, thank you guys for joining me. And as always, thank you guys for watching.